Welcome to the Getting Healthier Together module on managing weight. This video can help you understand the difference between facts about weight and myths about weight. Know how weight affects health, learn ways to manage weight, and create an action plan for yourself. There are many so-called facts about how we can get to our ideal weight and then stay there, but which are true and which are not? See if you can tell which statements are right and which are wrong. True or false? Losing 2 pounds a day is a safe and gradual way to lose weight. This statement is false. That would be unhealthy because it's too much weight to lose each day. True or false? Body mass index, or BMI, is a tool to identify overweight or obesity. This statement is true. That's exactly what BMI is for, and we'll be talking about it more a little later. True or false? An average healthy serving size for rice would be about the size of a hockey puck. That's another true statement. Hockey pucks generally have a 3-inch diameter and are 1 inch thick. You can see here about how much rice that would be. Next question. Do you suppose this statement is true or false? While helping you reach healthy weight goals, a healthcare provider would have no reason to ask questions about your family's medical history. This statement is false. Your healthcare provider may look at your family's medical history to help get more information. Here's one you probably don't have to think about very long. True or false? Eating the wrong types of food and not getting enough exercise could cause weight gain. That statement is definitely true. True or false? Reading food labels will not help you to eat healthy. What do you think? That statement is false. When you know what's in the food, you can make better decisions about whether to buy it or eat it or not. Food labels can give you the information you need. Next question, true or false? A healthcare provider may prescribe medication to help you lose weight. This statement is true. For some people, medicine can help with losing weight. Your healthcare provider can help you decide if that's a good idea for you if you're thinking about losing weight. True or false? Walking is not considered an activity that can help you lose weight. This statement is false. Walking is a wonderful way to help with losing weight. It's something that most people can do at no cost almost any time, and it can be an important part of a weight loss program. See if you know the answer to this one. True or false? Nearly 2 out of 3 Americans are considered to be overweight or obese. Unfortunately, this is a true statement, but with information and planning, we can begin improving those numbers. True or false? Heart disease is not a medical condition associated with obesity. This statement is false. Being obese is a risk factor for developing heart disease. True or false? Writing down what and how much you eat rarely helps you to make changes. This statement is false. Keeping track of what you eat and how much of it you eat is a great way of taking control of your weight and your good health in general. True or false? Choose lean, low-fat, or fat-free foods to help you lose weight. That's probably another easy one for you. This statement is true. Eating lean, low-fat, and fat-free foods generally leads to losing weight. Is this true or false? Type 2 diabetes has been linked to being overweight or obese. This statement is true, and it gives us one more reason to keep our weight in the healthy zone. True or false? Foods such as vegetables, fruits, and whole grains contribute to heart disease. This statement is false. Those are some of the foods that help keep you healthy and prevent heart disease. And here's your last question for now. Is this statement true or false? Healthy eating habits without exercise will allow you to lose weight faster. This statement is false. Exercise, along with healthy eating habits, will speed up the process of losing weight. If you got most of the answers right, you're well on your way to knowing what it takes to lose weight. Let's look at weight from a slightly different angle for a moment and talk about some of the different reasons why people may be overweight or obese. Some people simply eat too much food, which means they're getting too many calories. Some people eat the wrong types of food or don't get enough exercise. Some people have an illness that leads to weight gain. Sometimes people have to take medicines that may cause weight gain. And for some people, being overweight or obese runs in their family. So how does a person know if his or her weight is healthy? Something called body mass index, which is shortened to the three letters BMI, is used to figure out what is considered overweight and obesity. BMI is also used to monitor changes in body weight. BMI can help show if a person is at a healthy weight, is underweight, overweight, or obese. There are also charts and tables available for estimating the amount of fat in the body based on the person's height and weight. There's a weight management handout available to you that shows a BMI chart for adults. In general, an adult with a BMI below 18.5 is considered to be underweight. 18.5 to 24.9 is normal weight. 25 to 29.9 is defined as being overweight, and 30 and above is in the range of being obese. Your healthcare provider can help you find your healthy weight. He or she may look at other things like diet, family history, activity level, medical conditions, and medications. All of these factors may cause weight gain and may make it harder for you to lose weight. Your healthcare provider will also look at where the fat is on your body. Some people build up fat around the waistline, giving them an apple shape. Too much fat around the waist can increase the risk for certain health problems. In Part 2, we'll be talking about how being overweight or obese may affect our health. How does a person's weight affect their health? Being overweight or obese can affect your health, and it's more than a problem with how you look. That's because many serious medical conditions have been linked to being obese. For example, heart disease. Overweight or obese people are most likely to have high blood pressure, high levels of cholesterol and triglycerides, and that can lead to heart disease. There are several reasons why obesity causes high blood pressure or hypertension. One seems to be that the excess fat tissue sends out substances that are acted on by the kidneys, and that results in high blood pressure. High cholesterol occurs when there is too much fat in the blood. A stroke may occur when the brain doesn't receive enough blood supply because of a blood vessel obstruction or rupture. One of the reasons for type 2 diabetes is the extra fat in the body that interferes with insulin function, causing blood glucose levels to rise. With osteoarthritis, obese people put too much weight on their hips and knees. Osteoarthritis is a disease in which the cartilage in the joints breaks down. There are also other diseases and health problems that come from obesity. For example, gallbladder disease and gallstones, which are hard stones that are usually made of cholesterol. Gout is a disease that affects the joints. People with obesity may have breathing problems, including sleep apnea, which is when breathing stops for short periods of time or is too shallow while sleeping. There are some cancers associated with obesity, such as cervix, colon, esophagus, gallbladder, ovaries, prostate, rectum, and uterus. Finally, overweight or obese people may often feel unattractive. They could suffer emotionally, and this situation can lead to feelings of rejection, shame, or loss of self-esteem, and depression. In Part 3, we'll be talking about different approaches for losing weight. If you have a weight issue, you may be most interested in finding more options for managing weight in a safe and healthy way. People who have a body mass index, or BMI, of 30 or more can improve their health, look better, and have more energy by losing weight. Your healthcare provider can tell you if you should lose weight and help you with a plan to make it happen. The recommendations are that if your BMI is between 18.5 and 24.9, you should try to maintain this healthy weight. If your BMI suggests that you're overweight, which would be 25 to 29.9, or obese, which would be 30 or greater, you should talk to your healthcare provider about a plan to help you lose weight. A large waist circumference may increase your risk for heart disease and diabetes. For men, a large waist would be greater than 40 inches, and for women, it would be greater than 35 inches. Your healthcare provider can help you choose weight loss plans that are best for you. The first step will be to set a goal for yourself. Find your BMI and talk to your healthcare provider to find out what is a healthy weight for you. Plan to lose weight gradually. For example, losing 1/2 to 2 pounds a week is safe, and you can do this by eating less, being more active, or both. Change your eating habits to include smaller amounts of food and choose foods that are lower in calories. Eat foods that are lower in fats. Eat more vegetables, fruits, and whole grains. Make time in your day for some form of physical activity. You can start by taking the stairs at work or parking at the far end of the lot when shopping. Then you can add in some regular physical activity. Walking is something most people can do, and it's very good for you. Your healthcare provider may also prescribe a medication to help you lose weight. Of course, you should also tell your healthcare provider about other medicines you are taking. Remember that you should always talk to your healthcare provider before you start any new exercise program. Maybe you've been wondering exactly what is meant by the phrase healthy eating. Healthy eating isn't a diet or a program. It's a plan that gives you the food you need to be healthy. It means staying within a calorie range that's right for you. In other words, don't decide to go on a diet. Instead, decide to have healthy eating habits and become physically active. Take a good look at what you're used to eating now. Keep a diary and write down everything you eat and how much you eat for a few days. With a better idea of what you eat, you can slowly start making changes. Start with small changes. Remember, you're trying to make healthy eating part of your life. Small changes are more likely to last. Read the nutrition facts label on the foods you buy and eat. To make smart food choices quickly and easily, compare the nutrition facts labels on different products. Look at the percent daily value column, which is shown as %DV. The general rule of thumb is that 5% or less is low, and 20% or more is high. Control your portion sizes. The packing label will tell you what the serving size is. Use smaller plates or put less food on your plate. Talking about portion sizes, here's a question for you. Do you know what an average serving size of meat should look like? Should it be the size of a postage stamp? A deck of cards? A business-sized envelope? If you chose deck of cards, you're right. You can use that as a guideline when you're deciding how much meat, poultry, or fish you should put on your plate. Pick foods that have lots of nutrients, like vitamins and minerals. And try not to choose foods that are high in calories. Learn about what fats are good for you, like olive oil. Choose lean, low-fat, or fat-free foods. Eat fresh or frozen fruits and vegetables. Make sure half of your servings of grains are whole grains. Eat foods lower in salt and higher in potassium. And limit added sugars. Regular physical activity, along with eating the right amount of calories, can help with losing or controlling weight. Other benefits of being physically active include keeping bones, muscles, and joints healthy, reducing falls, helping relieve arthritis pain, and lowering the risk for colon cancer, diabetes, and high blood pressure. Here's one more question for you. Do you suppose that physical activity has to be hard or vigorous in order to help you lose weight? Think about your answer for a moment. The fact is that physical activity doesn't have to be hard to be helpful, and it doesn't just mean exercise or sports. Being moderately active has health benefits too. Just 30 minutes of brisk walking 5 or more times a week is good. And it's fine to exercise in short sessions several times a day or do it all at one time. Being active is good for most people. It can help give you more energy, and it can be a lot of fun. Try to make physical activity part of your everyday life. Remember to talk to your healthcare provider before you start an exercise plan. He or she will be able to help you choose the best plan. In Part 4, we'll explain how you can use a personalized action plan for weight management. An action plan is like a roadmap. It turns the decisions you make about what you want for yourself into practical steps for getting where you want to go. There's an action plan for weight management handout that's available to you, and it looks like this. You begin using the plan by reading through each of the choices to see which ones might interest you most. The choices on the action plan are organized into sections including Seek Peace, Learn to enjoy the taste of healthy food, Keep healthy foods in the house, Avoid temptation, Never skip meals, Learn to enjoy the feeling of moving about, Make sure you get your fluids, and Try on clothing to check your progress. The idea is to choose the action items that you want to do. You can also write in your own goals in the other section of the handout. You may be tempted to check off a lot of the boxes in the list, but it's better to start off with just 1 or 2. Lifestyle changes are made one step at a time. If you're overwhelmed with too many changes at once, you're less likely to reach your goals. You can always add more goals later as you continue making changes that move you towards the better and healthier life you want. When you're finished making your choice, there are 4 questions for you to ask yourself based on what you selected. You've already answered the first question, which is, what behavior would I like to change, based on which checkboxes you've selected. The second question to ask yourself is whether you believe that it's possible for you to do the things you've selected. Answer with a yes or no. The third question to ask yourself is, what must I do to achieve this change? Make sure that you identify a specific action that goes with what you want to change. For example, if you choose that you want to make sure you get your fluids, decide how much fluid that means every day. Write your method for measuring whether you've reached your goal in the space provided on the action plan. Deciding how you'll measure your success is a very important part of this process. The fourth question is, when will I make these changes? Think about how long you think it'll take you to make this change in your life, then write the date for when that'll be in the space provided. The last step for creating your personalized action plan is to select your confidence level for making the change you've decided to make. To do this, select a number from 1 to 10 for how confident you feel that you'll follow your action plan. A confidence level of 10 would be the most confident, and a 1 would be the least confident. If your level of confidence is lower than 7, think about choosing something else on the action plan, or maybe giving yourself a little more time to make the change. There's one final handout that's available to you, and it's called Weight Management: What You Need to Know. The handout has a summary of the key points from this video, and we hope it'll be useful to you. Thank you for your time and for participating in Getting Healthier Together.